Is this the moment when global music dominance truly shifts, or just the beginning of a long war we've never seen before? And why does this victory seem to divide the world instead? In a shocking twist that has shaken the international music industry, Jungkook has once again proven that he is not just an ordinary K-pop idol, but a global phenomenon that defies conventional industry logic. Yet behind the explosive celebration lies a growing tension that is slowly turning into a heated debate. Is this record truly an absolute victory, or does it instead spark a new, even larger conflict between fandoms? The song 7, released in July 2023 and featuring rapper Latto, has now officially made history as the longest-charting 2023 release on the Billboard Global Excl US chart. With a staggering 137 consecutive weeks, the track has not merely endured. It has dominated, breaking through the time limits that typically mark the saturation point for global hits. Even in the chart week of March 7, 2026, 7 still holds at number 75, a number that may seem modest, yet carries a powerful meaning. A level of longevity that is nearly impossible to rival. However, this achievement becomes far more dramatic when compared to Flowers by Miley Cyrus, which previously held the title as the longest-charting 2023 song on the same chart. A comparison visual circulating on social media, showing Jungkook and Miley Cyrus in a stark black and white contrast, has become a symbolic representation of a power shift. On one side, a Western pop star who has long dominated the industry. On the other, an Asian soloist arriving with an unstoppable wave of global fandom. This information first surfaced through the trusted fan account at Reshaping, citing data from @popgianch, triggering an explosion of reactions within minutes. Hundreds of comments poured in, filled with a mix of pride, shock, and increasingly heated debate. "Congratulations, Jungkook. So proud of you," wrote one fan. Yet on the other side, skeptical voices emerged, questioning whether this achievement is entirely organic or largely driven by the immense power of fandom streaming. This phenomenon reopens a long-standing discussion that has never truly been resolved. Do global charts still reflect general public taste, or have they transformed into arenas dominated by digital fandom power? In this context, Jungkook's success is not just about numbers. It represents a redefinition of how music is consumed in the modern era. ARMY, as BTS's fanbase, is known for its extraordinary ability to mobilize in support of their idol. They do not simply listen to music, they actively ensure its continued relevance through mass streaming, digital purchases, and highly organized global campaigns. And yet, this is precisely where the controversy lies. Some view this as an extraordinary form of dedication worthy of praise. They argue that in the digital age, community power is a legitimate part of an artist's success. If fans choose to consistently support their idol, doesn't that reflect the artist's real influence in the world? On the other hand, criticism continues to grow from those who believe this system creates an imbalance, where artists with the largest fandoms hold an advantage that others cannot match, regardless of musical quality. The comparison with Miley Cyrus further intensifies the situation. Flowers was previously seen as a symbol of stable and widespread Western pop dominance, with an appeal that reached across demographics without relying on a single concentrated fanbase. The song became a global anthem, going viral organically, played on radio, used across social media platforms, and sung by millions without centralized coordination. When 7 finally surpassed Flowers, many saw it as a sign that the global music landscape is undergoing a fundamental transformation. Does this mean a new era has begun, where Asian artists are no longer on the fringes of the industry but at its very center? Or is this proof that algorithms and digital consumption behavior have changed how we measure success? These questions continue to circulate, creating a narrative far bigger than just one song or a single record. Amid all this, Jungkook himself remains a fascinating figure to observe. Since his debut as a member of BTS to his solo journey, he has demonstrated an ability to adapt to various musical styles, reaching global audiences without losing his identity. 7 serves as a perfect example of this strategy, an English-language track with universal pop appeal, yet still carrying Jungkook's distinctive and recognizable vocal character. This achievement also strengthens his position as one of the most influential soloists from Asia. Not only breaking records, but also reshaping perceptions of what artists outside the Western market can achieve. In many ways, this milestone belongs not only to Jungkook, but also represents the shifting dynamics of a more inclusive global music industry. Yet beyond all the numbers and analysis, one thing cannot be ignored: emotion. The reactions from fans around the world show that music still has the power to both unite and divide. On one side, ARMY celebrates this victory as proof that their dedication was not in vain. On the other, fans of Miley Cyrus and industry observers question the broader implications of this shift. Is this truly a pure victory, or just the beginning of a larger debate about the future of global music? The answer may not be as simple as it seems. What is certain, however, is this: Jungkook has created a moment that not only makes history, but forces the world to reconsider how success itself is defined. And perhaps the biggest question that remains is this: if Seven can endure this long and surpass everyone's expectations, how far will Jungkook go next? Is this the peak, or merely the beginning of something far greater, more surprising, and perhaps more controversial? That question continues to echo across every corner of the internet, sparking deeper and more emotional discussions, as if the music world is standing at a crossroads that will determine its future direction. Many analysts have begun trying to read patterns from this phenomenon, linking it to the shift in global music consumption behavior, no longer dominated by radio or television, but by algorithms, streaming platforms, and perhaps most significantly, the power of digital communities. In this context, Jungkook's success through Seven is not merely an individual achievement, but a case study in how fandom can reshape the industry's balance of power. Yet behind these analyses, a sharper and more provocative narrative has emerged. Some have begun to question whether this kind of dominance could lead to a popularity monopoly, where only artists with the largest fan bases can maintain long-term chart presence, while others, including major names like Miley Cyrus, must accept that popularity alone is no longer enough without a highly mobilized fandom. The comparison with Flowers has become increasingly sensitive, as the song was once considered the gold standard of organic global success. On social media, the debate has evolved into something far more personal. It is no longer just about numbers or chart positions, but about identity, pride, and even self-validation as fans. ARMY views this record as undeniable proof that their dedication has a tangible global impact. They celebrate each additional week on the chart as a collective victory, a long journey they have taken alongside their idol. Meanwhile, some fans of Miley feel that the achievement of Flowers is being reduced to a mere number that has been surpassed, without acknowledging the song's broader cultural impact. This situation creates a dynamic that is both unique and fragile. On one hand, competition like this fuels innovation and passion within the music industry. On the other, it opens the door to conflicts that can quickly escalate into extreme polarization. Many are beginning to ask whether current chart systems can still serve as objective measures, or if they have instead become reflections of the strength of specific communities. Interestingly, amid all this debate, the number 137 weeks has taken on an almost mythological meaning. It is no longer just a statistic, but a symbol of consistency, relevance, and extraordinary endurance. Songs typically follow a clear life cycle, rising, peaking, then gradually declining. But Seven seems to resist that pattern, as if it possesses a constantly renewed energy fueled by millions of listeners around the world. And here lies both the irony and the beauty of it all. On one side, the world is witnessing an Asian artist breaking through boundaries once thought unshakable. On the other, that very success is generating new questions that remain unanswered. Is this a unifying victory, or the beginning of a deeper divide? One thing is certain: the world is witnessing something extraordinary. And when the dust of this debate finally settles, we may come to realize that this moment is not just about who holds the top position, but about how the very definition of success has changed, fundamentally, permanently, and perhaps with no turning back.